Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the NFL prop show. I almost said DFS. We're jumping into the props to start it off. We're going to go over our top 3 props of the day. But we'll start off with a little review from Thursday night. I like to review the single shows with the single shows. Thus, we'll do Thursday night. Then we'll get into tonight's game and tonight's picks. Now, before we get into that, come join us. We got the Props Optimizer. It is your one-stop shop for prop betting. It's on iOS, on Android. Come try us out there. Download us on either one. Give us a 5-star review. It is free. It's the best price with the viewing of ads, or $10 per month if you don't want to watch ads. It's a nice deal that you got there. Now let's dig into it. We'll start off by our picks for from Thursday in the review there. Now, Kyron, we had over 68.5. Unfortunately, he came just under. He was at 65. He had multiple chances to get over. He fumbles at the goal line, lost a couple yards there. He got stuffed on 4th and 1 at the end of the game, lost it there. Unfortunately, he didn't come through. Devontae Adams hit for us. CMC was easy cash in both the 51.5 receiving yards and the TD call. Now, let's dig into today's picks and see what we can uncover here. I'm actually going to start off with a little review of the game. So for tonight, we got a 45.5 game total. It is -3.5 for the Chiefs. We are in Jacksonville, though. As far as injury news, the big thing is Xavier Worthy here is questionable. Dyami Brown missed last game. He was on the injury report, but has totally been taken off as of Saturday, so he is good to go. And Worthy is questionable. He was a late add yesterday, but it does look like he is going to play. He is expected to play. So we're rolling with the fact that he is good to go there. Weather's nice in Jacksonville, and let's get after the picks a little bit here. Doge, thanks for showing up. Appreciate that. Gil Ticket, as always, love you showing up, and I like your new shirt. Nice of you for modeling it out for us and showing that out to the world. Now, let's dig in to some prop picks today. Bullet, thank you for showing up. As always, I appreciate it. And the first pick we're going to is Dyami Brown. And we're going higher than 27.5 receiving yards. LineStar's at 34.2. Consensus at 28.5. And this line, I believe, on Underdog is up to 28, I think, but I still love it. Look, we got a 4.5-star alert score. Kansas City has been good versus the wide receiver, but they have been especially good versus the wide receiver 1. And that, frankly, is not Dyami Brown. All in all, I think it's a very interesting spot here. Now, he left early versus Houston, only had 70 yards, but 57 versus Cincinnati, 52 versus Carolina. And this matchup for the wide receiver 2 isn't super tough. KC, 17th versus wide receiver 2. They are allowing a little bit more yards, and Dyami Brown is heavily involved in this game. I would expect him to play around 80% like he has been week in and week out when he's been healthy. And with that, I like going higher on his total here. He's averaged 38.7 on the year. I think it's going to continue today here. Next, we got Xavier Worthy on the prop show this weekend. For the Sunday prop show. I think I filmed it on Friday. I liked Xavier Worthy receiving yards, and I still do, but it's just up a bit. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to go over rush and receiving yards. The line is up to 63.5 rush and receiving yards. LineStar is at 78.6, consensus at 68. And Worthy just is their offense at this point. He is by far the most explosive aspect of it. He has a 4-star alert score. And a different factor that I think today we need to consider is I expect Kansas City to really struggle to get anything going on the ground. I think Pacheco might struggle. I think Hunt is going to struggle. And I think they may have to get creative with the rushing yard. And I think that means that Worthy gets his normal, 1 to 3 carries, and the potential for him to break a decent gain absolutely is there with his speed. So I like that play quite a lot. And then he had 8 targets in his first game. In week 1, we saw Hollywood Brown get 16 targets after Worthy went out, and he essentially took that Worthy role. So I think Worthy is in a spot where he's going to be heavily targeted, and I'm not really that scared of this Jags passing defense. They're allowing 149 yards per game. They're ranking 23rd versus the wide receiver so far, and I think that's going to continue into this spot. And the Jags on our team defense tool are 32nd versus the wide receiver 1. I think Worthy's in a great spot to get it done and get over. I think this line is a little low right now. Just Brando, what's going on? Thank you for showing up. Brashard Smith receiving yards. Yes, I'm very interested in that play as well. It's an interesting one. They like him. They also have said they're expecting to see a little bit more of him. My only worry with that play is the fact that I think it is a little bit game script dependent, but that's probably a way they can get some easy production out of the backfield because he is such a good receiver. So I think it's an interesting one. Brando, unfortunately, I'm not too high on Brian Thomas today. I think this is going to be a tough one. So I think it's going to be a tough one for Brian Thomas. He's obviously a very good receiver, but I don't think this is the best spot for him. Jose, appreciate you showing up as well. Renee, what's going on? Thank you guys all for commenting and getting involved. So let's get over to our last pick for this day for our 3 picks, and that is there it is, Travis Hunter, and we are going higher than 2.5 receptions. This one is on Underdog also, still at 2.5, and it is not often you see minus 175 on Underdog. It is a little bit lower of a payout, but I can't stop myself from going there. Line's at 2.5. LineStar's at 3.6. Consensus at 3.2. And this is a game I think that profile is very good for Hunter to be used underneath in the middle of the part of the field, especially with KC likely trying to take Brian Thomas out of this game. So far in the year, he's averaging 3.3 receptions and 29 yards a game. Like we said, KC has been solid versus the wide receiver, but I think they're going to try and go to Hunter a little bit early in this game, and I think it's a very interesting play for him to go higher than 2.5. They just scheme targets for him, and that's why I like the receptions more so than anything else. And Jose, we'll get to the touchdown calls right now. I'm going to run over our picks one more time. Here's the little the sheet I put together on Underdog, the pick 'em. We're going Xavier Worthy higher than 63.5. We're going Travis Hunter higher than 2.5 receptions, and we're going Dyami Brown higher than 28.5 receiving yards. There's a 50% bonus today on Underdog. Make sure you use that promo if you are putting the slip together. It makes you go 7x, and that is the way you can get it. Now let's get to our home run calls of the day. And the home run call, touchdown call of the day, we're going right back to Travis Hunter. A thing that I think is very interesting here on our red zone is if we look at the Jaguars Let's just do Jaguars here. As far as red zone targets, we have 3 targets for Dyami Brown, 3 targets for Brian Thomas Jr., and 2 for Travis Hunter. The other guy you would expect to get targets here is Brenton Strange. He does not have a red zone target yet this season. Travis Hunter is at plus 310. He has just about as good of a chance as Dyami Brown and Brian Thomas to get in the end zone, but he is plus 310. And I absolutely love those odds for him to get in the end zone. So we're going with Travis Hunter for his first NFL touchdown tonight at plus 310. I love the play for Hunter to get it done. He needs to. Quentin likes Brenton Strange over 3.5 receptions. And, I don't mind that. I think that he's been used a ton. My only worry with Strange is so far, KC has been very good versus the tight end. That's my only worry about the 3.5. But, hey, they're averaging 3.8 to the tight end and 33 yards. I don't mind the play. Don't totally hate it, but yeah, that's the situation there. What else we got in chat here? Should I put Lawrence or Etienne in my lineup? I'm guessing you're saying for DFS. Honestly, it depends on the rest of your lineup. These single game slates are all about the story you're trying to tell in them. And so just doing a one-off, it's really tough to put there. What do we think about Mahomes rushing? What's the line at right now? He's been rushing a ton this year. So I don't hate it. He's 2-4. They need to get a win. The game probably stays close. The thing with the Mahomes is when he rushes is when they're down or they really need, to move the ball. And with that, I don't love it. If you're playing the attempts, the one thing that's interesting about that is, if they're kneeling the ball at the end of the game, you get those as added attempts. Interesting. Yes, kneel down potential, exactly like you said. So yeah, with that, I just don't love the yards. The attempts, it's interesting. I think they could command this game. They could be leading most of this game here. Don't totally love it though. Chico, what's going on? Good morning. Thank you guys for showing up and commenting. Again, those are our picks. We'll be back very soon with the Monday night DFS show. We'll be back in like 30 minutes. Again, our 3 picks for today. We got Xavier Worthy over 63.5 rushing plus receiving. Travis Hunter over 2.5 receptions, and Dyami Brown higher than 28.5 receiving yards. Those are our 3 favorite plays. Touchdown call, we're going back to the Travis Hunter well. You all have a good one. Thank you guys for showing up, and see you in a bit. Talk to you all later. Peace.